Hey, welcome back, guys. So this is my new video, just another update on my portfolio. Um, so it has been absolutely devastated. Uh, as you can see, I like the previous video, I think it was around 15% drop. Now it's at around 22%. I've increased my investments to try and average down the costs, but it seems like it's not helping too much. Um, but there are so many stocks that are kind of like perfect time to buy, but it is a bit of a risk. Like many of them are gonna go uh, out of business, so it's a huge risk if you do get involved now. Know the businesses you're investing in, and keep in mind that this is not financial advice. Please do your own research and check it out yourself. And oh, I also want to say thank you guys. Thank you. My channel is growing bigger, so I really appreciate all the support. My goal is to get to 100 subscribers, so let's see how that goes. Anyway, getting into my portfolio. So this month, it's my second month on trading 212. Well, no, not second. Sorry, started in January. But this month I have received £7 7p in dividends. So going through 3M, I got when I had 0.31 shares, I got 32p from them. My biggest dividend came from AGNC, which is a monthly REIT. So I had 19 shares, and that was £2.13. So I have 27 now. So next month it's going to be quite an increase. My average price of £13.71. Let's see. So as you can see, most of my portfolio is in the red. I do want to get more AbbVie, so this will rebound when things do clear up later on. Who knows when? I think in about a month or two, possibly. So pretty much everyone, as you can see, is just going down. AT&T, I also want to get more of them. So currently my average price is £28.49. And they've been devastated too. So things are just going downhill. Boeing, this is a great company. I can't say for certain, but I think this company is going to be quite safe. So um they produce a lot of U.S. military equipment, aircrafts. I think they'll be okay. They will get bailed out if they need to. This is one of the industries that are going to be quite safe. So they were at a value of around $350. Now is quite a bargain, so I think I'm definitely going to get some more shares in this. Right now I have two shares and a fraction of one, so average price of £120 or $150. Let's see, going through. Oh, I should have mentioned where the Carnival. So Carnival Cruises, they've been destroyed by this coronavirus. No one wants to be in close proximity. They were doing great prior to that, so an average of around $55, which is great. I think they lost what was it, 780 million since the start of coronavirus. So it's not ideal. Currently I have 4 shares of them, so £26. I might get 2 more just to average this down, make it a bit lower. I think they will be okay in my opinion. I think they'll survive. They did make a pitch to Trump, to because their ships are they're of course not going to be used at the moment, but instead, I think they might use them as quarantine ships or hospitals to kind of free up in the US. So that might help benefit them in the long run. So if they can survive this, they'll be okay. So let's see how that goes. Uh, CocaCola, I've increased some shares in this. I definitely want to get some more. So £44.20 on average. And at the moment, that's much lower. So if I can get some more shares in this company, I think they'll be safe in the long run. So it's okay for the moment. Cross Timbers, this is a monthly REIT. So I was paid 73 pence for 10 shares. Now I have 18. So it's going to be quite nice next month. I think they'll continue to pay dividends. So I think they'll be okay. Well, who knows right now? Delta Airlines, similar situation to Boeing, except that they don't have as much leverage as them. But they are trying to diversify a little bit. So I think this company will be okay. It's not going to be easy, but it might be fine. So I'm planning to get maybe 2 more shares of this. And let's see. Gilead Sciences. I think they're trying to find a cure, so they're getting quite a bit of funding. They'll be doing fine, I think. Greencore UK. So I received, I think it was on the 2nd of this month. I got 61 pence for 35 shares. This is not really a priority at the moment, so I think it's not. It's going to do okay for a moment, but not yet. Hormel Foods. Of course, everyone's going shopping, just like stocking up. They're doing. They were growing pre this this health hazard that's been happening. So I think they'll continue doing fine, and they're increasing their dividend. This is a growth dividend company, so it's quite good. I have 4.6 shares, average of £36 per share. And see, ETF, iShares Core S&P 500. This one's great. So it's £24.59 on average. And as you can see, it's a lot lower at the moment. So I might average this down a little bit. And Johnson Johnson, so a solid company, quite expensive still. So I think I'm going to wait a while longer to see how things go. So I don't have a full share in this yet, but average is going towards £113, which is still decent. And Lloyd's, so it's speculative on how this is going to do at the moment. So like the US, the UK has slashed interest rates. I think it's around 0.75 to 0.25. So this is a huge problem for banks. So really didn't cause some problems for Lloyd's. They just went downhill since this happened. 62 pence going to 31. Before that, they were doing quite fine, and they also they switched to a quarterly dividend, which is, I think maybe it's June, if I'm not wrong. So I think they'll be fine. I'm just trying to average this down, so Lloyd's will be okay, I think. So my average now is 50 pence per share, which is a lot higher than it is at the moment. So I can get this lower, maybe up to 500 shares. That's great. And let's see. So Microsoft, this is my biggest holding at the moment. I do want to average this down, but for the moment, I'm not going to prioritize this one. So they're a transitional company. So I think because of what's happening at the moment, loads of companies are kind of reevaluating how they do business. many of them want to transition to more remote and like not connected to each other, less physical work. They're transitioning to cloud services as becoming a mainstream part of their company. So at the moment, it's kind of a mix. So they have been really devastated by what's going on at the moment, but I can see them recover. They'll be doing fine later on. At the moment, it's around October levels. So I have five shares, and it's £126 per share. Let's see. PayPal. I'm a bit surprised. I thought they would be doing okay because people are doing a lot more like buying online, but I think delivery is not doing great too at the moment. But if I can take advantage of that, this is a solid company. It's going to do great in the future, in my opinion. Um, Realty Income, they've had a huge drop. So my average is £59. Now it's $48, whatever that is. If I can get maybe 2 or 3 more shares in this, great. And amazingly, the company that I thought was going to go bankrupt before this happened, Serious Minerals, so they were bought out by an American company. So I think for 5.5 shares each. So I bought this for 5. I think I had 5 point when it was 5.3p per share. So I mean, make a little bit of profit, so that's fine. Let's see. So Tesla, this has had the biggest drop I've seen. This or Amazon or Google. So it used to be $917. Now it's at $429. Huge drop. So more than 50% from there. So this will rebound, but it depends when manufacture picks up again. So when things start being a bit okay and consumers kind of prioritize different things. So my average is, if it continues as it's going, it would be around $705, but I think I can average this down a little bit. Maybe if I can get half a share, that's great. And Virgin Galactic, very cheap at the moment, and of course people aren't like prioritizing this kind of company for the moment. So if I can get a couple more shares in this, that'll be great, and just ride it out. I think Virgin will be fine in general, so it's okay. And let's see. So Disney, I think they are losing. Last time I looked, it's around $350 million per day. So they've closed down loads of theme parks. They have It's a conglomerate, so they have cruises, movie studios. They have Disney Plus. I think they took a huge hit when they launched this platform. Um, so they thought they could recoup those losses quite quickly, but they weren't expecting things like this to happen. But in the long run, I think they're pretty safe. They'll be doing okay. So I have, so per share, £97.95, and I have 2.5 shares. If I can get maybe 1.5 more, that's fine. Anyway, that's a kind of brief look at my portfolio. Too many stocks. It's a mix of growth and dividends, so many of these I did want to sell when things improve, but I'll have to hold on to them to see how things go. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you subscribing and watching my content. If you can give me a like and a comment would be great. So I'm improving this as I go. Gonna try new things. let me know what you think anyway. So it's been great. Thank you. Hope to see you again.